Let's begin with a question. How many of us enjoy traveling? Whether it's to the seashore, the mountains, the desert. All right. Most of us really like to travel. Well, when we are traveling somewhere, many of us like to travel with a partner, with someone or some people we enjoy being with and who have similar interests. This morning, our Exodus reading reminds us that one partner we always have with us is the Holy One, the divine mystery, who is within and among us at every moment. A couple weeks ago, Stan and I traveled to France, and that experience opened portals to our divine partner that I never expected. Although there are unlimited portals or windows through which we experience the divine, today, in honor of Trinity Sunday, we will consider 3, remembering that love is at the heart of each window. The first window I invite us to walk through is that of people, animals, and nature that embody God for us. During our recent visit to Normandy, France, we saw stained glass windows in 2 churches that placed the reason for and the effects of June 6th, 1944, D-Day in World War II, front and center. The windows had been shattered from the war, and when the people restored them, images of paratroopers were included in the design. The people of France were so grateful for the soldiers' sacrifice, for their bravery, and for the liberation they experienced through their extraordinary efforts. To show their deep, heart-touching gratitude, they gave these soldiers a place of honor in their church window. This monumental moment in the history of the world was about liberation. And 82 years later, I felt God's liberating spirit flood my soul as I gazed at these beautiful and impactful stained glass windows. Let us each ask ourselves, if I were to design a stained glass window honoring people, animals, or other parts of nature that opened me to God, and in particular to the gift of freedom, who would I include? The second window we will walk through is one related to images and names for the great mystery. Here in our Mary Magdalene community, we use many different names for God during our liturgies, whether in music or in prayers, realizing that each one offers only a glimpse into the divine. Joyce Rupp's book, entitled Fragments of Your Ancient Name, draws from many faith traditions, including Hebrew, Sufi, Hindu, Native American, and Christian, as well as contemporary writers. In this collection of prayers are 365 names for God. And if we put these, the ones in the inspiring second reading that Eileen chose last week for Pentecost, and all other images and names that were used around the world, we would still only have a tiny glimpse into the essence of the ineffable one. I'm going to make a confession here. Although I use lots of images for God and actually enjoy exploring them, I find it harder and harder to put words to the divine. I'm becoming increasingly aware of the inadequacy of words. So when no words seem adequate, and presence is the only authentic response, bask in the power of that silence that is the Holy One. Let's ask ourselves, what images or names for God are most meaningful for me? Are there other images calling out to me to explore? Are there images I need to let go of, as Edwina Gateley spoke about in our reading today? The third window is one that focuses on a God who journeys with us. To see through this window clearly, we need to trust that our God will always be with and within us, even in our darkest moments, even when we doubt or are angry with God, even when we reject God. Our God of love is intricately woven into our being, always loving us and drawing us into deeper relationship. I want to share with you a powerful story offered by scripture commentator Reverend Dr. Janet Hunt. Some years ago, she attended a high school baccalaureate service where a high school senior, Janet, told her faith story. Janet spoke of how she took her faith for granted as a child. So when a good friend was diagnosed with cancer, she was unprepared for the way that life experience called her faith into question. She became angry with God and struggled mightily with her faith. She spoke of how during this journey, she spent a long night with this lifelong friend, watching as he peacefully took his last breath. She told the people gathered at the baccalaureate how her prayers eventually moved from anger to acceptance to gratitude, and how she came to understand God as one who walked with her. Her honesty about her doubts, anger, struggle, and gratitude embodied an intimacy with the Holy One, who lovingly journeyed with her in every moment. Let us each ask ourselves, how have I experienced God as one who faithfully walks with me through every emotion and every life experience? Is there someone, a friend, spouse, family member, who has enfleshed this journeying God for me? These three windows of liberation, imagery, and journey are just a few of the unlimited portals through which we experience divine mystery. This week, I invite us to sit with an open heart and notice what windows in our life are inviting us to take a closer look. Remember, God, our divine partner, is always loving you and is with you in every moment.